Hello, this is another do-it-yourself video. I had to replace the light bulb that is underneath the automatic gear shifter on a 2007 Pontiac G5. It's a really tiny light bulb, but it's a real pain in the butt to change. Anybody can do it. It's not difficult, but the amount of steps you need to follow is just more than is necessary for a tiny light bulb. The part number from General Motors is 9436789. Cost $2.75, so GM was trying to give you a good deal on the bulb but punish you for the foolishness of all there is to change it. So the way you change it is, here we are, I'm sitting in the back seat on the driver's side. You want to take the seats and incline them all the way, not recline, but incline them all the way so they're all the way up, and then take the seats and put them all the way to the front of the car, those two front seats. Then you get access to two 7mm bolts. They look like that, or screws, or whatever you want to call them. They got a 7mm head on it. And there's one right there, and there's another one in the exact same spot on the opposite side. You take those guys out. And the next thing you're going to do is, from the back seat, get the whole thing sort of semi-apart right now, so you're just going to trust me here. From the back seat, here's the rear cup holder. That just unsnaps. So either grab a hold of it with your hands, or if you have to, put a screwdriver and pry it in between the housing and the actual cup holdery thing. So a flat screwdriver, and just pry up gently. Try to work the screwdriver around, and it should pop up. It's got these two spring clips on each side of it, and there's another one on the front, so those three. Actually, I said it in the wrong order. There's one of those spring clips in the very back, and then two on either side on the front. So you get that thing out of the way, and then that will expose the armrest. So you're going to take the armrest, and there are two bolts that are somewhere in the car. I don't know where the heck they are now, but anyway, there are two bolts. They're not in this right now. I've taken them out. There's one there and one there. So you can take those two bolts out. They're 10mm bolts. So you take them out, and then this armrest, bloop, comes out of the way. So that's the next thing. So now you're down to this business right here. And you're going to take the emergency brake and put the emergency brake on full, all the way, pull it up. And that allows you to pop this panel off. This panel has 6 of those spring clips, 3 on each side. For this, I just used my fingers, and I grabbed it in where the emergency brake lever goes, and I just kind of reefed it up. But try not to break it, but anyway, it should pop out of there pretty easy. So that's the next thing. Then you're going to put your emergency brake back down. And then you're going to, what are you going to do next? You're going to go to the front of the car. Okay. From the front of the car, this panel right here, I've got it popped off. I'm now leaning into the driver's side. There's the steering wheel. This is the driver's side on the floor. This panel was attached right up there, but I popped it off. It's got 5 of those little spring clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the back side, and I use my hands to pull on those. Be careful you don't break this thing right here. I started to strain that a little bit, and so anyway, just be careful you don't break that. When you get that out of the way, you're going to get access to more of these 7mm head bolts. There's one here, and there's one on the exact opposite side of the car as well, so you can undo those. And there's also one down here, right there, and one on the opposite side of the car, so you can undo those. So there's, I think, 6 in total of those 7mm head bolts. Get those out of the way, and then you can pull on this whole housing right here that goes around the shifter. And it's got a cigarette lighter right there, and it's also got one back there. Pop it out. It too has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spring clips as well on the back of it. So pop that out with your hands. If you have to, use a flat screwdriver, but be gentle with it. And in order to actually get that up and out of here, you're probably going to need to put the key in the ignition, put your foot on the brake, and shift this thing into neutral, like get the gear shift back towards the rear of the car. And then that top panel will come off. And once you do that, then this big crazy panel, this big fella, it comes out of the way. it comes out of the way. This guy just lifts up. Oh, I'm sorry, for the little panel that has the cigarette lighters in it, you're going to need to squeeze the connectors together. Sorry. Each of those 12-volt outlets has a connector. You squeeze a little tab on the back of it, and then the connector pulls right off. I had to use a flat screwdriver to push on the tab because I just didn't have enough good access to it on my fingernail. I didn't have long fingernails, and anyway, just a straight screwdriver will help by pushing the tab, and then those connectors come off. So undo those tabs, and then you can get that panel that goes around the shifter, get that out of the way. So now you're looking at this little contraption right here, and yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so there's the shift lever in this business, and right here is where it says park, reverse, neutral, drive, and so on. And the light that was bad is this silly guy right here. Now, see how big my thumbnail is and how big that light is? It's an awful lot of work to get this tiny little rink-a-dink light, but anyway, that's the deal. So it was burnt out, and it lives right under, I don't know if you can see very well, but it goes right in there. See if I can get something better on this. Goes right in there, and you have to twist it to get it out. So twist it like 90 degrees, and then it'll pop out. The light bulb, the old one, pull it out, put the new one in. I had a little trouble getting the new one in, but anyway, get in there. And before you put this business all back together again, turn your lights on with the actual light doodad, and make sure that bulb lights up, because you don't want to get this all back together and find out that it's something else like a broken wire. So as you can see, that light does light up, the new one. So I think I'm okay there. One interesting thing that I've never really known how these work. So now that I got it all apart, I'll just show you. I'm going to turn the key on. Where's that key? It's probably going to ding and drive us crazy, but anyway. And what I'm going to show you is, I can't turn the key on right now. I tried, but I can't turn the key on because I'm not pressing on the brake pedal. So as soon as I press on the brake pedal, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, see that guy right there? I'm squeezing on the knob to shift it out of there. I can't. What's going on here? Hang on. Hang on. Okay, there. I got the key on this time. There we go. I got the key on this time, but I can't shift it out of park. It's a good safety feature because the engine's not running. And I'm not sitting on the, I'm not putting my foot on the brake pedal, so you can see that little lever moving down, but this guy is in the way. And watch, as soon as I press the brake pedal, bloop, and then I release the brake pedal, bloop. So anyway, that's how that works. You ever hear that clicking and you wonder why you can't shift out of park unless you have your foot on the brake? Well, that's the reason. Okay, so let's get rid of the dinging before it drives me crazy. So that's how you get this guy apart. You need minimal tools. I actually used a pair of needle nose pliers to get that light bulb socket twisted out of there. I don't know, maybe you can do it on if yours comes out pretty easy. One thing I did do is before I took all this mechanism, like everything I just told you about how to get this apart, I thought maybe I can just take this top piece off and get access to the light. I wouldn't recommend it. There's some moving parts in there that I'm wondering if I'm going to have a bit of a time getting that back on. I did get the cover off, but not all the way off. You'd have to take this stuff off to get this piece off. So anyway, I would recommend not going down that road and trying to get that off. Just follow the procedure that I laid out. It is easy, but it's just a nuisance when you think of if they had a little trap door there to get that bulb out, it would have been easier. Okay, hope you enjoy your $2.75 repair of the light under your automatic shifter park reverse neutral drive indicator. Okay, see you, bye.